Good morning, students. Today we will start Unit 1, Introduction and Water Applications from Irrigation Engineering. First, let me give you a small introduction. What is irrigation? The process of artificial application of water to the soil for the growth of agricultural crops. It is termed as irrigation. It is a science of planning and designing an efficient, low-cost, economic irrigation system. It is the engineering of controlling and harnessing the various natural sources of water by constructing dams and reservoirs, canals, headworks, and finally distributing the water to the agricultural fields. Irrigation engineering, it also includes the study and design of works in connection with river control, drainage of waterlogged areas, and generation of hydroelectric power. Let me tell you the aims of irrigation. Water, it is one of the essential elements for human existence. The main objectives of irrigation supplies are, firstly, ensure enough moisture essential for plant growth. Number 2, provides crop insurance against short duration drought. Number 3, cool the soil and atmosphere to provide a suitable surrounding. Number 4, wash out or dilute the harmful salt chemicals of the soil. Number 5, necessity of irrigation engineering. Irrigation, the artificial means of supplying water, it becomes important for plant growth in the following cases. If rainfall is less than the demand for plants, irrigation is necessary to fulfill the water requirement of plants. The difference in water holding capacity of the soil, it plays an important role in the necessity of irrigation supply. For example, Sandy soil, it requires frequent irrigation than clay soil. Thirdly, if rainfall is sufficient but spatial distribution is not as per requirement, irrigation it becomes necessary. If rainfall is sufficient, spatial distribution is also good, but temporal distribution is not as per requirement. Irrigation water is necessary for plants. Now I will show you a video.
Essential for the germination and growth of crop plants. Water is supplied to agricultural fields either naturally through rainfall or artificially through canals or other systems. The artificial supply of water to agricultural fields is called irrigation. Irrigation can be done using different methods. Before learning about these methods, let us find out how irrigation is important for crop production. In the absence of rainfall, irrigation maintains the minimum amount of moisture required for crop production. It maintains proper growth of crops and helps to protect them against frost and hot air currents. The duration, time gap and amount of irrigation are determined by the type of soil and crop and also the season in which a crop is sown. Different methods of irrigation have been used since humans took to agriculture. The traditional methods of irrigation are a moat or pulley system, a chain pump system, dhekli system, and rahat system. Of late, these methods of irrigation have been replaced with modern methods like sprinkler system and drip system.
Now we will continue with the next two topics, that is benefits of irrigation and defects of irrigation. First, let us go through the benefits of irrigation. Number one, yield of crops. In the period of low rainfall or drought, the yield of crops may be increased by the irrigation system. Number two, increased food production. The yield of crop irrigated by systematic planning, it is almost 2 to 4 times as compared to rainfall farming. Irrigated farming, it permits use of better variety of seeds, early maturing hybrid seeds. In addition to the forage crops, fish farms, it can be established on canals, and fish breeding can be taken up in reservoirs. Number three, protection from famine. Increased production of food is used to build buffer stocks made available during shortages, that is famine. Further, drinking water and water required for domestic use is available from impounding reservoirs. Number 4, social impact. In the commanded area, food production increases, supply of food and water is assured. This was the impact that more money is available with the farmers, increasing their purchasing capacity, causing increased circulation of money in the market and raising the living standards of farmers and also others. Number 5, flood control. Irrigation reservoirs detains the flood for a significant time period and thus reduces the concentration, that is, the value of the peak or the maximum flood. This reduces the destructive capacity of the flood and hence control the flood. Number 6 is hydropower. In multipurpose projects, besides irrigation, the reservoirs are used for hydropower generation. Number 7, employment potential. The farm labor has no job for 2 to 4 months in a year on dry farming, while a continuous job is available on irrigated farming. Number 8, water supply. The canals and the reservoirs provide water supply for domestic and industrial needs of nearby villages and towns. Now, the defects of irrigation. The first point is over irrigation. After a certain limit called the optimum irrigation, which corresponds to the maximum yield, the crop yield reduces if further irrigation is provided. Over irrigation can cause waterlogging, marshiness, etc. Number 2, bad farm management. Bad farm management it includes field not properly leveled, weeds not removed, suitable seeds not selected, proper dose of irrigation not provided at the proper stage of plant growth. These leads to wastage of water and reduction in yield. Number 3, improper tiling. The fields have to be plowed parallel to the contours, which enables irrigation water to infiltrate and percolate in the crop root zone. Number 4, bad planning. At the stage of investigations, it must be ensured that the soil is irrigable. Otherwise, the water is wasted, marshiness is created, yield is reduced. The irrigation structures have to be located, constructed, and maintained properly to avoid seepage, leakage, etc. That's all for this class. In our next class, we will start the next topic of Unit 1, which is status of irrigation in Northeast India. Please note down the assignment for Lecture 1 with the details. Thank you.